Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Today, we're in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, and we have this really bad Saab Audi unholy mashup here. You look sad. You sad? You're definitely sad. I just remembered I gotta take a photo for the thumbnail because I didn't for the last video, like a moron. So let's do that. Anyway, like I said, we're back in Car Mechanic Simulator today, and we're gonna be trying to fix, no, F1. We're gonna be trying to fix this Saudi here. Well, that sounds wrong, but anyway, we're going to be trying to fix this really poor-looking Audi Saab mashup and hope that it's not too difficult to fix. Alright, we can get out of that. So what's actually wrong with it? Because I haven't looked... Oh, it's just a sway bar rear end link? So supposedly it had steering issues. I saw that much, but I was kind of expecting there to be more wrong with it, and honestly, I'm still expecting there to be more wrong with it. I'm not completely convinced that that's all there is. I'm not completely convinced that that is all there is to this Saab. So, well, this Saab Audi. Rear sway bar end link. So which rear sway bar end link is the question. So that one looks okay. What about you? You are trash. You're a trash panda. Big sad. Let's get you on the lift here and get this fixed, because... Oh my! You are bad. You are very bad. Here, the sway bar. What do you mean I have to take the wheel off? Fine. There we go. So that's that. Where do you hide? There you are. It's kind of hard to see with that spring in the way. Like I said, I'm still not completely convinced that that's the only thing wrong with this car. It looks pretty rough. Let's mount the park. I can see you. I'd be surprised if one part was the only thing wrong with it, and this was it. Let's mount the tire. Not the tire on the wheel, I should say. I almost forgot I was about to just complete this thing without the wheel on it. Car status, well, you're fixed, aren't you? So, well, there you go! Bruh! That was a disappointingly simple job. Alrighty, next job here. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, we don't have that much time. Replace all the filters and let's do it! Because that looks very cool. This is going to be fun. And there we go! Oh, that's sick. Look at that! In fact, just give me a second. We're gonna take a photo of this instead. Oh, right. We're gonna make this the thumbnail instead. Okay, we're back. The interesting thing is that this one's also in a very F8 green looking color. Let's go to the car lifter here. I want to open this. That's way smaller than the trunk actually is. But whatever, doesn't matter. Car status, car status. Fuel filter, air filter, and oil filter. At least it's a simple job. No, not there. Here. There we go. We got some clips that we need to get. So, actually, while I'm doing this, I have a question for you guys. Have you seen the new Scooby-Doo animated movie yet? Have you seen that new movie yet? That's okay. I just didn't. Where's the... I'm sorry, I really have to think my way through this. I just did last night at the time of recording this, and... Ooh. I'm half tempted to commandeer one of my other channels and then just make it a whatever channel. Okay, we gotta get... Wait, oil filter. We don't have to change the oil, but we do need the oil filter. Anyway, I'm tempted to do that. Take one of my other channels that I've got, and then just make that. Not a Cody's movie Conundrum as such, but something not far from that, because I have a lot of thoughts on that movie. In short, my thoughts on that movie are... Because the biggest issue. I'm really sorry. I have a hard time. I'm not that great of a multitasker orally. Filter. Oil filter V8. I'm not that great of a multitasker like that, sadly. The biggest problem with that movie, though, is that the beginning is kind of slow. The beginning starts off kind of slow, and then probably, I don't know, maybe not even 12 minutes into the film, maybe, well, let's say 12 minutes into the film, you see that they're all, spoilers, they're all grown up. So you start out with them as being kids, and then they're all grown up. They're, I don't know, they're in their 20s, somewhere, thereabouts. And they're trying to scale their company, Mystery Inc. They're trying to scale it up. And so then Simon Cowell comes in, just completely out of nowhere, for no reason whatsoever. And it's like, yeah, you guys have talent. Except for Shaggy and Scooby, you guys suck. You guys can go away. You are useless to this group. So then we get some needless drama. I forgot I need air filter. We get some needless drama. They go to a bowling alley. Again, spoilers. If you don't want to hear this, you might as well go away now. But again, we hear some needless drama. They go to a bowling alley. And then once they go to the bowling alley, the pins become robots. Like, not sentient as such, but completely self-automated robots. So it's not like the old Scooby-Doo show. It's not like the old Scooby-Doo episodes where, you know, it's a trick, it's a ruse. No, these things actually work. It's almost like Big Hero 6 for no reason. I couldn't find that air filter, my bad. Again, they're not quite sentient, but they're like Baymax if he couldn't talk. It's pretty much exactly like that. You can almost tell that they're going to be good for toys, assuming they ever come out and assuming the movie's popular enough for that to happen. So, but what happens is so let's go back because I'm being a bit confusing. I'm gonna have to stop. So nothing is gonna happen on screen because I need to think. At the beginning of the movie, they start out as kids, and they're busting, and it's typical Scooby-Doo. They're just busting perps that are being creative with their crimes. So at the beginning, they go and try and get some candy from this house because Shaggy and Scooby lost their candy. And it's supposedly a haunted house. Well, it turns out the guy's just flying on a wire and a mount on his roof. Or at the very least on the ceiling of the room. And so again, it's very typical Scooby-Doo. There's nothing actually supernatural about it. It's just people with insane skill and special effects, just fooling and tricking people and stealing. After that, you get this fun Scooby-Doo montage that's classic Scooby-Doo, and then you get back into the movie where they're again in their early to mid-20s, talking about trying to scale up Mystery Inc. And as they're doing that, Simon Cowell once again comes in, talks about how Shaggy and Scooby are useless in the group. It doesn't make any sense. They don't need them. So then they're upset. They go to a bowling alley. They start bowling, and then Scooby sees that a pin basically lifts the top part where the red rings are, almost like it has eyes, and then all the balls don't come back from the ball return, and then they come back kind of ominously, and then the pins just become these robotic scorpions. And it's not special effects or anything. These are genuine robotic scorpions that were at one time pins. And that's the biggest problem I personally have with that movie, I think it was a 2019 movie. Might have been early 2020. I think it was supposed to be February. Uncompleted. Are you sure you weren't? What do you mean? Replace all the filters. I did. And change the oil. And right. So like I was saying, my biggest problem is that at the beginning of the movie, it starts out as very classic Scooby-Doo. Very, very classic Scooby-Doo. It's just criminals who are really good at special effects. But then, as soon as you get to that bowling alley, and the pins become robotic scorpion, what is the problem? Fine, we'll re-drain the oil. So once you get to the robotic scorpions, it becomes very much not Scooby-Doo. At the very least, not the Scooby-Doo that they were setting up. Because I should clarify. Not that that's not Scooby-Doo, and not that Scooby-Doo can't be supernatural. Look at Mystery Incorporated. I think that was a good show. But this movie didn't do what Mystery Incorporated did, and it didn't do necessary world building to establish the fact that, hey, this isn't your mom and dad Scooby-Doo. This actually has some supernatural elements to it. The movie starts it off like it is your mom and dad Scooby-Doo, and then in 0 to 100, just like that, it becomes very different without doing the proper world building to say, hey, this kind of stuff is actually possible within the logic of this world. Like, this would make sense in this reality. They break the logic of their own story for whatever reason, and it's just very, very confusing. There we go. Don't know what the problem was with that. And so I didn't... Don't get me wrong, though. The movie is entertaining. It is, at the very least, entertaining. But... Well, I just did that one, didn't I? Oh, wait, no. It was fix the running gear. Well, I want to do another one. I want to do another Hellcat order. The movie is entertaining. It is that. But as far as plot cohesion goes, it's really not that cohesive at all. You go from normal mom and dad Scooby-Doo, and the world being set up that way, considering it's most of the criminals are just special effects gifted people, or at the very least, people who are relatively talented with special effects, to, oh, this is an actual fantasy flick now. We have robotic scorpions and Dick Dastardly, and which that was fine. Oh, also spoilers. I told you this was gonna be quite spoily, but still, and that was cool. It's like, oh, hey, another Hanna-Barbera character, but. The thing about Scooby-Doo is you could have Scooby-Doo crossover with, I don't know if any of you remember, with Johnny Bravo from a while ago. Oh my lord, this is definitely gonna be the last job for this episode, especially considering how I'm being quite rambly, but Scooby-Doo, for the most part... Oh, I was saying, yeah. So if you remember the Johnny Bravo crossover from the old Scooby-Doo, that works, because nothing in Scooby-Doo at that point was actually genuinely supernatural. It was just people using special effects to get what they want. That could happen in Johnny Bravo's world, because Johnny Bravo's world was more or less realistic, was more or less reality, to one extent or another. So it's not that big of a leap to say that, oh, hey, well, he also lives in the Scooby-Doo world, and there's some people using special effects, because that's special effects is a very believable and real-world item and skill. And a lot of the things that the people in Scooby-Doo did, whether it was realistic or not, let's just say for the sake of this argument, could be done using real-world special effects. So it's not that big of a leap. However, saying that Dick Dastardly's robots could live in Scooby-Doo's world is a reach. Is quite a reach, because that's what you're basically saying is that technology has progressed more in Dick Dastardly's world, or that he's far more capable technologically than pretty much everyone in Scooby-Doo's world, and that's a stretch. And I can see the irony that's saying, okay, sentient or near conscious robots are more a stretch than a talking dog, but I digress. So again, to belabor a point, the movie starts out as a normal mom and dad Scooby-Doo story with that kind of world logic, and goes into a more Mystery Incorporated style of, no, we have actual supernatural beings and elements within the story. But where it falls flat compared to Mystery Incorporated is that it doesn't start the story that way, nor does it do the world building, i.e. some background on the logic of this world, to elaborate on why that makes sense. Well, forget elaborate, to flat out explain why that makes sense, because it doesn't do that either. I feel like I'm missing... Am I missing something in the front, or is it just all rear suspension once again? Also, this is a nice blue. If I could buy it off the owner, I would. I don't have the money. I very clearly do not have the money to do that, though. Let's see, I think... That can't be everything. Small rubber bush. Okay, that means probably the rear suspension subframe, one way or another. But yeah, so you get lulled into the sense of familiarity, and then you're... Oh, down there. And then you're jolted by that one scene. The situation escalates disproportionately quickly. It's a fairly normal Scooby-Doo situation, and all of a sudden, it gets unrealistically fantasy, it becomes an unrealistically fantasy style situation for the world. And I'm not trying to argue that Scooby-Doo can't be fantasy, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is that this movie didn't set the world up that way from the offset, like it should have. Can I want to examine. Can I examine? I can't examine. Dang it. I don't want to just take it out, but I probably will. Maybe it's in the front? Front subframe? Basically, though, those were my thoughts of the movie, though. The rest of it is okay. It's... Oh, wait a minute. Right. Probably. Yep, there you go. The rest of it's okay. It's entertaining. It's just... I don't think it's the worst thing that's ever happened to Scooby-Doo. That's going too far. It's just... It's kind of rushed. It doesn't do the proper world building to explain why half the things that are happening make sense and or why they're possible in this reality. And due to some other characters who I'm going to choose not to spoil, it makes it that little bit less of a Scooby-Doo movie. Not that it isn't one, but it just makes it less of one. Which is quite a shame. Anyway, though, if you guys want me to do an in-depth story, like, I don't... Who's a... High Top Films, if you want me to do something like that, I'll think about uploading a video like that on another channel that I've got, but... I don't know, I'm really tempted. I'm very tempted to make an article, actually, but I'd also be okay with making a video, but... Yeah, you know, just let me know. I don't want to upload it to this channel, because that's not the point of this channel, but... I'd think about it, at the very least. I'd definitely think about uploading it to this channel. Okay, rear suspension, okay. Well, we got the shock absorber. Let's just take... How about we just take all the... Oh, we got the rear drive axle. Well, we just did that. Small rear... Yeah. Spring cap. Okay. So, 2 small rubber bushings. Let's go get that first. Let's get 4, actually. I think I saw that there was some more elsewhere. And then... Rear suspension arm B, and then rear shock absorber A. Okay, that's that. See, that. We need a rubber bushing and a rear shock absorber cap. I needed to do that first before I forgot, because I'm pretty sure I was about to. Let's get 2 of those just in case. Alright. That, we got the spring cap. Rear suspension arm A. Dang it. Oops. But yeah, I've got a lot of thoughts on that movie, and if I could do it... If I could make a video where I detail all my issues with it in a more eloquent manner, then trust me, I'm very tempted to do that. Let's focus on the car now, though. So we got 4 small rubber bushings, that was good. Rear... I think we got the end link. That. We need a rear drive axle and a rear spring. Rear drive axle. I almost forgot. There we go. Let's go get that car fixed. No, that wasn't it. Where is it? No. Part mount. Part mount. Thank you. I think I still have... I have some from the previous cars, which perhaps means I didn't need to buy more parts. That's a mistake. At the very least, that does mean I should be able to get this done without having to go back to the computer, though, so... I suppose that's a plus. Then we need that. Hurry up! You slow sod? There we go. Oh, lordy! Woohoo! Oh boy, that was far away. That was unfortunate. Alright, rear suspension arm B. Yes. And then we need rear suspension arm A. I don't know if that was on this side or not. I don't believe so. I'm lost! Part mount. Rear suspension arm A. Rubber bushing. Let's get the spring cap. Dang it, I did not get enough. I did not get enough spring caps. Rip. Now, sway bar end link. Bushing and sway bar end link. Just do that. Just in case. Nope. Those are here. Thank you. I thought I bought a spring cap. Oh, I got the sway bar. That's... I didn't actually get the spring cap. Oh, there it is. There's the rear drive axle. Down, there, good. Other side. Time to lower it. Hope I got everything right. Which small bushing did I miss? Let me see it anywhere. Bruh. That's just maddening. There. Let me guess. Chassis? Oh, there it is. That might have been why I had more. I remember. Okay, we got one on the other side there. Are you done? Yay! Let's get rid of some parts. This, that. There we go. Oh, wait, there is one more. I didn't get any money? Oof. Anyway, though, I hope you all enjoyed. It was fun doing those two Hellcats and talking to you kind of poorly about the Scooby-Doo animated movie. If you did enjoy them, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, hitting the little notification bell, and then all notifications, that way you're notified every time I upload.